What's up everyone, Vince the Lawn Engineer here. We're back at the project lawn and today we're going to be addressing some weeds, so stay tuned. If you remember in the last video where I applied lime, I did notice a few issues with broadleaf weeds in the area. Some of them were like chickweed, henbit, a few other weeds here and there. So I called up Lawn Cube to let them know that, hey, we've got an issue here. We need to make some changes to our plan. I'll need a weed treatment for next month's shipment. And they told me that they love working with people and communicating with people, and that, yeah, absolutely, in your next month's shipment, we will include a broadleaf herbicide to take care of those weeds. Alright, so here is our Lawn Cube for today. I did want to let you know that Lawn Cube did send another shipment of lime. We did do that during our last video, so I'm not going to film that again, but we will be putting that down. Today I'm going to be focusing on the weeds and spraying those weeds. So Lawn Cube sends you a hose end sprayer if you don't have something to spray with. So that's a nice convenience for those who don't have a means to spray the weeds. I prefer to spray with a backpack sprayer, so I'm going to be using my Petra Tools battery powered backpack sprayer for that, with the fan tipped nozzle. And you know, this is the bottle with the liquid weed control, and the instructions basically, if you were using the hose end sprayer, you know, dump all of this in the hose end sprayer and then just spray evenly over the lawn. For the backpack sprayer, I'm probably going to have to split this in half because I have 10,000 square feet. I have a four gallon backpack sprayer, so it's going to take a little bit longer to do. So I'm probably going to cover 5,000 square feet for every 4 gallons of this. I can adjust the pressure to calibrate that. So I'm going to split this up. I'm going to take half of this for the first 4 gallons and then spray that over that first 5,000 square feet. Then come back again, refill it, put the rest in the tank, and then spray the remaining 5,000 square feet. So today's weed control is Battleship 3. This is manufactured for the Helena Chemical Company. And you know, it's got a bunch of different herbicides in it. I won't go into all the details. I'll leave a screenshot of this up so you can read it yourself. And when it comes to weed control, probably the most important thing to do, especially if you're looking for certain target pests and application rates and how-tos, it's always important to read the label. So whatever weed control you're using, just make sure you're always reading the label. Lawn Cube makes it nice because, you know, you just tell them what kind of weeds you have, you send them pictures, they can help identify the weeds for you, and they'll send you the correct weed control for your needs. And we're going to be doing what's called a broadcast application. So that means basically we're going to be spraying everything today, but this herbicide is selective, meaning that it's going to target the weeds that we don't want in our turf, right? It's going to be safe for the grass, but it will kill the weeds that we don't want. And there's a full list of weeds on here that this controls. I mean, just kind of the list goes on, and this is only one page. So there's a lot of weeds that this will control. And with some herbicides, they do recommend surfactants. That's going to help break the surface tension of water and allow for the application to adhere smoothly on the leaf blade of the weed. Here there is a proprietary adjuvant included in the Battleship that is going to do that for us. So we don't need to add anything else to this weed control. Another thing that's mixed into this is an amino acid polymer that's going to help with allowing the nutrients that are already in the soil to be more readily available for plant uptake. This also has some soluble potash in it as well, 9%. But that 38% polymer is going to help improve the nutrient availability in the soil. So that's really cool. I'm really happy to see that, you know, there's some high quality stuff that Lawn Cube is sending you with this subscription. So yeah, let's go ahead and mix some of this stuff up and we'll start spraying the lawn. What you're about to see is me mixing and applying herbicide without any regard for safety. I was in a rush, which is not an excuse, and honestly, I didn't even realize it until after I had already sprayed everything. Don't be like me. Make sure you are wearing the appropriate safety PPE when handling these products. This includes gloves, eye protection, a long sleeve shirt, long pants, and closed-toe shoes. I was lucky and did not get any product on me, but leave a comment below to share your experience working with herbicides and express the importance of wearing PPE. While I'm mixing this up and spraying it, let me know in the comments below what your go-to herbicides are and what grass type you have. I'd really like to know what other products people are using. Now, let's discuss a few things about weed control. First is the amount of weed pressure we are experiencing here at the Project Lawn. The soil pH here is very low. When we tested it, results came back indicating a pH of 4.5. The grass is basically thriving off of the immediate release of nutrients at the time of fertilizing and isn't able to take up what is in the soil because of how acidic it is. We are addressing that with the lime applications. However, the weeds are taking advantage of the situation and are basically outcompeting the grass, so we need to take action. Another thing to note is that we are doing what is called a broadcast or blanket application. Like I mentioned previously, a broadcast application means that we are spraying evenly over the entire lawn. And we are doing that because the weeds have pretty much popped up all over the lawn. This is different from a spot spraying application, which would have involved just spraying the weeds instead of the entire lawn. I would recommend spot spraying if you have sparse weeds popping up. That way you don't stress out the existing turf and don't waste product. One more thing I want to mention again about weed control, especially if you are not using a service like LawnCube, is to read the label. The label is going to give you specific instructions on how to apply the product. It is also going to tell you what target weeds it will kill and if it's safe for your grass type. It'll also list things like how rain fast it is, the application timing, the application method, any temperature restrictions, tank mixing compatibility, and more. You see, there are so many different types of weed control products out on the market, and every label is different, so it's worth the extra time to go through and read the label. Now, the nice thing about LawnCube is that you have the support of staff with over 25 years of experience in the turf grass industry, who are going to take all of that guesswork and reading out of all of this. And a few days after spraying the weeds, we are already starting to notice a difference. The weeds are starting to yellow and wilt. Before we know it, most of these weeds will be gone. And if a few still hang around, I'll keep in touch with LawnCube and let them know so they can send more weed control out. And that's another thing that I really like about LawnCube. Like I mentioned before, they really do love talking about lawn care and want to help you. If you have any issues, do not hesitate to reach out to them and talk through it. They will find a solution for you. And there you have it. I'll leave a link to the playlist for the LawnCube Project Lawn so you can go check that out, as well as some other videos that might be of interest to you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you for joining.